Here is the project that we just created with these still images. And as you may have recalled before, the images are going to fade in and then they're going to move to their respective locations within the sequence window. What I want to show you here is how you can replace any of these images with something else and still keep all of the effects and the animation keyframes in place. So let's take a look at how we can do this. First of all, let's just go into our still bin and let's just say that I want to replace one of these images with this image right here. And we'll replace the image in the upper right hand corner. And if you double click on this in the program window, it will become highlighted in the timeline as well. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this image right here. And now what I can do is I can grab this image, and if I hold down my Option or Alt key as I drag to the same location in the timeline, that image is going to simply be replaced with all of the effects. So if we play now, you'll see that that image is going to fade in and then go ahead and move to the appropriate location. We don't have to worry about setting any of our settings and or keyframes. So that can be really handy, just simply holding down the Option or Alt key as you drag over the existing clip. That'll simply replace it, but copy all of those effect attributes that you may have applied. We can do the same thing with video clips. Here I am in my video bin and I have a bunch of different video clips. And let's just say that I would like to replace a couple of these with video clips in lieu of these still images. The first thing I need to determine is which clip I want to replace. So again, let's just work with this clip. And let's say that I want to replace it with this clip. I've already double clicked on this clip and it's loaded into my source window. What I'm going to do is from the source window, I'm going to hold down my Option or Alt key and I'm going to drag to the clip in the timeline. And as you can see, that clip is going to be replaced. Now I do want to point out that this particular video clip does not have the same exact length as the still image stayed into our project. So you can see everything looks fine. It's going to play the clip throughout the timeline and everything would be great if the video was longer, but because the video is not long enough, it just kind of fades away and disappears, which is what we don't want. So to resolve this issue, we're going to need to set some things up a little bit differently. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm simply going to undo and get back to my still image. On the still image, I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose Copy. Now I'm going to set in and out points around the existing still image. So I'll move my playback head to the end of the edit by clicking my down arrow key. I'm going to click O to set an out point. And now I want to get to the beginning of this edit. I'll need to patch my V2 to be targeted and also move up this little blue icon by clicking to the left. Now when I click my up arrow key, it takes me to the beginning edit. So I'm going to set an in point here. As you can see, I've designated in and out points on my timeline. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this clip and we're going to perform an overwrite. I could click the overwrite button or simply click my period key. And when I do this, it's going to open up the Fit Clip dialog box. This is telling me that the source is shorter than the destination, and it gives me some options. So I can either ignore the out or in points, or we can change the clip speed, which is performing a fit to fill. I'm going to select that and we'll click OK. Now the video is placed on the screen, and it does stretch it so that it will play for the entire duration. The problem is that we've lost our effects. But because we copied them previously, we can now right click on this clip and choose Paste Attributes. This will allow us to paste in the attributes, and I'm going to select both motion and opacity. We'll click OK. And now if we play from this point in the timeline, you'll see that the video clip is going to play and it's still going to perform the edits that we had specified earlier. In addition to setting something like this up with still images, you can also do it with video clips. Even if you decide you change your mind at some future point and you want to replace one of these still images with a video clip, it's pretty easy to be able to plop the video clip into the project and make the adjustments.